All right, so welcome back, Elaine, to the Zoom room. Great to have you back here. So yeah, let's dive into our teaching for today. Just quote to go through, inspirational quote. And it'll lead us nicely into the lesson, and we're just going to do the lesson today, I think. So no text. All right, so let's get that. Share my screen with you. All right, so what is, can you read that?
Yeah. Peace is an attribute in you. You cannot find it outside. Illness is some form of external searching. Health is inner peace. It enables you to remain unshaken by lack of love from without and capable, through your acceptance of miracles, of correcting the conditions proceeding from lack of love in others.
Yeah, so what's he saying there?
So quite simply that when we have peace in us, then that is equivalent to health. And if we don't have peace in us, then it's the equivalent of illness.
Health is inner peace. Illness is some form of external searching. Some form of external, it's a very profound quote, isn't it? You can't find it outside you. So any external searching is illness. Well, then our whole society is ill. Most people are ill because everyone's searching outside.
That's right.
For what they think is going to make them happy. Whereas true health is inner peace. It just enables you to remain unshaken by lack of love from without and capable through acceptance of miracles, accepting the conditions proceeding from lack of love in others. And so if you face lack of love in the world, which you will do, probably quite often in this world, you have this option of letting it go, remaining unshaken, and staying rooted in your peace. The great pointer is the only place where you'll find peace, which is within you. This logically also means that you will not find it outside yourself, which is your Christ or true self. Yourself is your Christ or your true self. So searching in the external world for what is already within you must be a futile and frustrating exercise. That, as Yeshua tells us in this quote, is the definition of mental illness. Right? It's you're searching for something you'll never find. It's not there. So how can you find it when it's not there? Your true self doesn't lie in the external world. Happiness doesn't lie in the external world. It's an inside job. It's within you already. Now, this is exactly the same insight that Siddhartha Gautama, also known as the Buddha, had 500 years earlier, which became the second noble truth of Buddhism. And he noticed that all suffering, called dukkha in Pali, originates in a desire, which is tana, which literally means thirst, is best translated in the English word craving. So all suffering comes from our craving. It's an expectation of some kind of outcome, and we crave it, and then we set ourselves up for disappointment. So, for instance, with this World Cup, the players and the teams crave to win.
Oh yeah,
desire to win. And they're very attached to it, very attached to winning. And then, of course, they don't win. Most of them are going to lose because only one team can win the whole tournament. So then their attachment causes them to suffer. And you see these grown men crying. I just saw Fiji lost to England. I mean, the guys are in tears. Okay, these are grown men and they're in tears. Why? Because their emotional attachment is so large that now they get disappointed, and the sorrow comes and the tears come. They can't control it because they're so emotionally invested in the outcome. They weren't emotionally invested. Okay, well, it's a good game of rugby. We actually played pretty well. We got to the quarterfinals, which is quite good. Okay, why am I sad? But it's just the violation of the expectations. That's the problem. Because it makes you feel dissatisfied with what you're experiencing right now. Sets up a mental game which you can never find satisfaction in the present moment, but only in the future, which of course never arrives because there is no future. There's only the present. And so that ensures you'll never be happy. I mean, what a mind job the ego's done on you. Do you see that? A mental game which you're always looking for satisfaction in the future, which doesn't really exist. So you're looking for it where it won't, you can never find it. And then you're permanently dissatisfied because of that. And this is why it says in yesterday's recommended reading from the text. You want to read that?
Seek not outside yourself, for it will fail, and you will weep each time an idol falls. Heaven cannot be found where it is not, and there can be no peace excepting there.
So, this is saying that we're not going to find it outside of ourselves. Do not seek outside yourself, because you're not going to find it there. It's not outside of you, it's within you. So the ego, by getting you to seek outside, is really saying seek and do not find. You'll seek and you'll look, but you'll never really find the answer. Because if you really found the answer to your unhappiness, you would no longer follow its guidance, and without your belief, it would cease to exist. So finding the answer would mean the non-existence of the ego, which obviously it's not going to want. So translated into learning terms, this means try to learn, but do not succeed. Well, does that make any sense? You're going to try and learn, but you're never going to succeed in it. I mean, that's just self-sabotaging a futile curriculum. The results of this curriculum goal, as he calls it, should be obvious to you, but I'll let Yeshe explain the obvious consequences of the ego's thought system for your ability to learn anything valuable in this quote from section 5 of chapter 12. Yeah, if you can read that quote.
Mm-hmm. Every legitimate teaching aid, every real instruction, and every sensible guide to learning will be misinterpreted, since they are all for facilitating the learning this strange curriculum is against. If you are trying to learn how not to learn, and the aim of your teaching is to defeat itself, what can you expect but confusion? Such a curriculum does not make sense.
It doesn't make any sense. An insane curriculum, upside down.
So that's what, learning maths and English? So when we're at school learning the subjects, maths, history, geography, so it's all upside down.
Well, you're learning about a system, aren't you? You're learning about a thought system. What they never teach you in school is, who are you? Who's perceiving all this stuff? And why? Why are we learning all this stuff? You see, they never answer that question, do they? Well, because the assumption is, well, you need to know this. If you're gonna live in the world, you've got to know this stuff, and you've got to have a career, and you've got to earn money. So you need education.
Yeah.
You need an education to help you. So it's very worldly. The assumption is, well, this is what the world is, and so you've got to adapt to the world's requirements, and the education system is designed accordingly. But what if it's all upside down? What if it's all insane? They don't tell you that, do they? They don't say, well, why don't you question all of it? How do you know any of it's real or valid? because the entire system then gets questioned. You know, the education system, which is part of the ego's whole system, gets questioned and then undone. And then there would be no need for schooling. No need for a career, no need for schooling, none of that. You know, just forget it and just be who you really are. So someone like Ramana, you know, is an enlightened Indian sage. At 16, when most people are, okay, well, you know, where am I going to go to my next school or university or college? What's my career going to be? Who am I going to marry? You know, all that stuff. He's just like, no, I'm not interested in any of it. It's all illusion. I'm just in the bliss of being, and I just want to stay there. And so he spends the rest of his life just in ashrams and monasteries and stuff, just blissing out. A very different, you know, life from someone who's, you know, getting attached to all that stuff. So he just found the truth at 16 and stuck to it. But most people, you know, are not going to do that.
No.
They're going to have to go through the ego, realize its limitations, and then go, okay, well, I'm looking for something else here. You know, I've sought for the answer outside, you know, even less so than, you know, 20 years ago. And what's the deal? What's it all for? And then the questions start and the spiritual journey starts. So peace is an experience that comes when we rest in our true being, and it's typically not associated with taking action. Therefore, it's what I call foundational happiness, the result of what Christian philosopher Paul Tillich called the ground of being, and an even more famous Paul from another era, the Apostle Paul, called the peace of God that surpasses all understanding. A famous line in the New Testament. The easiest way to experience it is to meditate for an extended period of time, to quiet your mind. By the end of the meditation, you're not thinking much at all. You know, we do that. That's part of the meditative practice of this program. Without this background peace, happiness in your daily life, another word for which is flow, becomes possible. And with it, happiness and flow become your default state. And that leads us perfectly into today's lesson, which is lesson 245. Your peace is with me, Father. I am safe. So just read that in the original and then the alternative, and then we'll go into the lesson.
Your peace is with me, Father. I am safe. The peace of pure, formless awareness is with me. I am perfectly safe.
Yeah. So thoughts on that?
Nice. I do like that one. That resonates with me. I do like repeating that to myself.
Yeah. And you find the translated version works for you?
Yeah, it does. It sort of makes it more user-friendly. Yeah, the wording is more up to date.
Well, that's why we do it.
Yes.
This peace of pure formless awareness is with me. And I'm perfectly safe. Is okay, so have a look at your peace surrounds me. Just do the first paragraph is the prayer.
Oh, yeah. Your peace surrounds me, my source. Your peace goes with me wherever I go. It extends its pure formless awareness on everyone I meet. I bring it to the desolate. Do you want me to hang on there?
Yeah, I think it just needed the two, not an on. Extends its pure formless awareness to everyone I meet. Maybe actually we should say it's formless awareness of perfect love. So when you're in that loving awareness, it's loving awareness. Your peace goes there with me. It extends its, this is quite nice, it says, extends its loving awareness. Because that's all it is, it's a loving awareness. Extends its loving awareness to everyone I meet. Loving awareness to everyone I meet. This is unconditional love. You know? So love and peace go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bring it to the desolate, lonely, and afraid. I give your peace to those who suffer pain, grieve for loss, or think they are without hope, or ever being happy. Send them to me, my source. Let me bring your peace with me, for I choose to free your extension in accordance with your guidance, so that I may recognize my true self.
So what's it saying in that one?
Well, it's a lovely prayer. You know, if we choose, we can have this peace surrounding us by our own source, and that the peace will actually go with us wherever we go, and we can extend it to everyone we meet. It brings peace to those that are in a, desolate, lonely state. The peace goes to those who suffer pain and grief and loss, and bring them ever happiness. In fact, we ask for them to come to us, those that are desolate, and we will happily bring them peace. So it's a very nice prayer.
Send them all to me. May bless everyone with peace. I bring the peace to everyone because if I stay rooted in my own peace, and I'm unshakable in that, then I carry that with me and I extend it to other people. So you can remind yourself when people are getting attached and there's drama, you just say, okay, it's okay. Just relax. It's all right. We can just have peace instead of this. Okay, so any other thoughts on that one? Otherwise, let's go to number 2.
It's a lovely prayer, that.
Well, these lessons are lovely because it's a prayer, which is really, prayer is just an intention or affirmation, stated aloud.
Yeah.
So the true prayer is that of acknowledgement and affirmation and gratitude, not the prayer of asking, oh, please God, do this for me, or do that for me. Prayer is, no, I am already that.
Yeah.
I just stay rooted in that. That's the key. Stay rooted in what you already are. That's all we have to do. But it's not the easiest because we have another false idea about ourselves, a false entity that wants to continue to govern our minds. So, we'll just let it all go and give everything to this voice for peace. Yeah. So we read number 2.
Yeah.
Short and sweet lessons.
And so I go everywhere in peace. I give the message that I have received to everyone. In this way, I hear the voice for perfect love, which speaks to me as I relate its message, and whose love I recognize because I share the message it has given me. So I send this message of peace everywhere and give to everyone because I hear the voice of perfect love which speaks to me. And I recognize, because I share this message, it has given me. So it's another little nice prayer just to assure us that the peace is there. We just have to choose it.
Yeah, the voice for perfect love. So just by consciously saying, you know, I'm hearing the voice for perfect love, you invite, you know, the power of that to come into your life. In so many ways. Well, I recognize, I'll share the message that it has given me. And I go everywhere in peace, and I like this message. So we go in peace. I go everywhere in peace, because this peace is with me. I can't not be peaceful if it's my true nature. Everywhere, always. It always has been and always will be, everywhere. Yeah, so any other thoughts on that?
No, it's a lovely prayer.
Very experiential. These things are just, it's not complicated. It's just designed to point you into the state of mind that it's pointing to. So
Which is always, it's just recognizing that it is actually always there.
Yeah.
And we know it.
So you do that when you practice it, and you go, okay, well, let me think of these ideas. Let me reconnect with my source. Let me practice it over and over and over again. And, you know, practice makes perfect. In every area of life, you know, with, as soon as I was talking about that David Beckham thing, he was so good at free kicks and taking free kicks and corners and stuff, because his dad had made him, said, right, you kick it on the spot. I want it here. No, not good enough. Over and over and over again. He did it when he was a kid. I was like, well,
just the repetition.
Repetition over and over and over again. And so, well, you get good at it. And the spiritual practice is no different. Over and over and over again, you do it. And every time you do it, you are overwriting the ego. And that's what the mind training is about. Just let it go, overwrite the ego. Yeah, so what these are doing is pointing you to a state of mind. They are just short pointers, they're not complicated. The metaphysics are all behind us. We've studied all that. It's like a pointer into this transcendent state of pure fullness and oneness of perfect love and the peace it brings. And each meditation gives you the opportunity. It's another pointer to allow you to go into that state. Okay. So any questions or comments on that one? Otherwise, should we
it really resonates with me. Really resonates with me, this lesson.
Yeah. Great. Oh. Okay, so let's do a 15 minutes, 20-minute meditation. I think I'm going to skip the introduction because I'm
of course,
I'm really tired.
Yeah.
So let's do that tomorrow, and we'll
What time tomorrow? Because I've got work in the morning.
I'll just do a meeting, close up the session. Okay.
Yeah. Oh well, I'll just wait. Yeah. See what time's convenient for yourself, because obviously I know you're pet sitting.
Yeah, I can run one in the evening.
Right, that's fine. Yeah, no, I can do the evening tomorrow. Yep. Good.
So let's do 6 o'clock. Yeah.
Yep. Good.
I don't mind doing it a bit later, but that gives us a chance to do
more.
The text.
Of course. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, all right, so let's do a med quickly. Okay, so just making yourself comfortable. Sitting with your feet shoulder width apart, your back straight, couple of hands in your lap, close your eyes, and start off by taking a nice deep breath in through the nose, and breathing in, noticing how the stomach rises and chest rises. Subtle flow of air in through the nostrils, and you pause. At the top of the inhale, you clench the sphincter muscle, lock the energy in, draw this warm wave of energy up the spine into your heart center, on up into the crown of your head. Pausing at the top of the inhale, and you smile in the mind. And so just noticing any thoughts, emotions, latent body sensations going on, and you're just going to let it go. Just remind yourself that the peace of God, your peace is with me, Father. I am safe. It's the original. So the peace of pure formless awareness is with me. I am perfectly safe. Just let that absorb in. Let it just permeate into your awareness. Breathe it in if that helps. Top yourself up. Imagine you breathing peace into every pore, every cell, every muscle of your body, every part of your mind, every fiber of your being is in this peace of perfect love. Peace of pure formless awareness is with me. I'm perfectly safe. Let that sink into every cell, every muscle, every part of your mind, every fiber of your being. And say this prayer. And then again, say, your peace surrounds me, my source. And repeat these words out loud after me. Your peace goes with me wherever I go. And breathe out. Loving, peaceful awareness in. And feel this peace extend this loving awareness to everyone I meet. And you want to exhale out through the mouth as you do this. And bring it to the desolate, the lonely, and the afraid. I give your peace to those who suffer pain. I give your peace to those who suffer pain, grief, or loss, if they are without hope of ever being happy. And just extend that peace to them now as you exhale. Have a sense of extending this peaceful state within you. And invite them in, so send them to me. Send them to me, my source. Asking for people in need. So asking the source to send them to you, which can help and heal and bless them and bring them back into their wonderment. Let me bring your peace with me. Okay, breathe it in, every pore, every cell, every muscle of your body, every part of your mind, fiber of your beings, in the peace of God. It's been called the peace. God, that surpasses all understanding. The Bible can't really logically, rationally understand it. Let me bring your peace with me. I choose to free your extension in accordance with your guidance, so that I may recognize my true self. And breathe this peace and this love and this knowledge of your true self in every pore, every cell, every muscle. I choose to free your extension in accordance with your guidance. And so we go in peace. So I go everywhere in peace. And give the message that I've received to everyone. Just radiate it out to me. So I go everywhere in peace. Breathe that peace into every pore, every cell, every muscle, your body, every part of your mind, every fiber of your being. Imagine it's enveloping you and encompassing you completely. You're in this field of peace. You are the field of peace, and it is you. This awareness is everywhere. In this way, I give the message that I received to everyone. This way I hear the voice of perfect love. It speaks to me as I relate its message. I hear the voice of perfect love. Speaks to me as I relate its message. And whose love I recognize this peace because I share the message that the voice of perfect love has given me. The more I share it, the more peace I experience, because I recognize that the peace and your ultimate goal, which is awakening. I'm not they're just sinking inwards, something else to do, nowhere else to go. Just breathe, relax, and the breath going in and out, and surrender into the stillness and the silence. This deep peace, no matter what, a peace that is unshakable, undisturbable. It cannot be moved by anything in this world. Let us go deeper with each breath. Observe the breath flowing into the nostrils and out of the nostrils, and observe any negative thoughts, anything comes in to seemingly disturb your peace. Just breathe into it. Imagine you breathing in this lovely peaceful presence, this awareness of peace. Peace of pure formless awareness of perfect love. Breathe it in to every pore, every cell, every muscle of your body, every part of your mind, every fiber of your being. And just let go of whatever that dark, negative, limiting, contracted feeling is by reminding yourself of today's lesson. Exhale with the help of your breath and say, but the peace of pure formless awareness is with me. I am perfectly safe. And just blow out any of these crazy thoughts. Just let them go. The breeze of your breath. Release them into nothingness. They really are. They're going, gone. Lower stomach into the spine. Expel the last remaining air out, and then you just rest. Or a couple of minutes in this deep, very peaceful silence. Nothing else to do, nowhere else to go. Just breathe, relax, and be still. Next 2 minutes of deep silence. Sinking deeper with each breath into this deep peace beyond all thoughts, emotions, and illusions you can think of. Beyond all that, into and so just gently coming back to awareness of the body and the breath, senses and the world. And on the count of 3, you're going to open your eyes. So 1, just breathing in, noticing how the stomach rises and the chest rises and the subtle flow of air in through the nostrils. And you pause. Top of the inhale, you scan your mind 1 more time. And just notice any thoughts, emotions, body sensations going on, and then be willing to let them go. So remind yourself that peace of pure formless awareness is with me. I am perfectly safe. And blow them away. And I'm releasing the breath. You can imagine a dark cloud of black smoke leaving you. And just like you dropping it, releasing it with the breath. Letting go psychologically, and the breath actually letting go of the air. Kind of dovetail, so you can use the breath to help you with this kind of forgiveness practice. Just blow it all out. The breeze of your breath, whatever darkness is in there. Going gone. Pull the stomach into the spine, expel the last remaining air out. And so you just think of the state in, bottom of the exhale. You notice the state you're in, it's deep peace. And maybe notice body sensations, still can be aware of what you're feeling and touching and tasting and smelling and hearing, but so you just anchor the state in, state of peace, peace of pure formless awareness, and the sense of safety and security. If any fear thoughts or attack thoughts, let them go completely. So on the count of 2, breathing in, noticing the stomach rise, the chest rise, subtle flow of air through the nostrils. Notice the smell of the air, notice subtle taste in your mouth, notice what you're hearing in the surrounding environment. You just notice all these things. It's very still, calm, and surrendered state without illusions, a state in which only the truth is true and prevails, and you are at peace, unshakable and undisturbable in your peace. So it is. So it is said, and so it is done. And on the count of 3, you're going to open your eyes, take a minute just to look around, anchor this peaceful state in as you observe any object. Have your eyes open to start with, object randomly selected. Notice the peace that's there, a deep, still, calm, peaceful state. And close your eyes. Maybe you notice that peace gets stronger, but so you just wanting to stay here, connected to this peace, no matter what. Set the intention if you need to practice today's lesson again to help you let go of anything that's disturbing your peace, then do that. All it takes is a few moments to remind yourself that your peace is with me, Father, I'm safe, or if you prefer the alternative, the peace of pure formless awareness is with me, I am perfectly safe, and you're back in peace. It's as simple as that. So that brings us to the end of the meditation and tonight's short session, but really good. I enjoyed that. So thank you, Elaine, for that. And I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, that was very,
Tomorrow evening, yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that was very helpful.
Right.
Thank you.
Namaste,
See you tomorrow. Namaste. Good night.
Okay.
Bye.
All right. All right. So that's a wrap. Thank you to Elaine who joined. Anyone who joined on the live stream, you're welcome to subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed the content, and look at some of the links below and get the email that I showed you up front in a daily Telegram message. And you can also join these live sessions. Book for our next masterclass. Link is down below. So Join us then. I hope to catch you on the inside, and peace be to you. My peaceful self was that same peaceful self in you.